After this weekend's round of matches, there are just 2 rounds left in the Turkish Super League season. I am George Demetellus, and thank you for joining us here for this round 32 recap of the Turkish top flight. Here's what we have for you coming up on the program. Fenerbahce were at home against a feisty Bursaspor side looking to stun the top team, or one of the top teams in all of Turkish football. We also have the best of round 32, and Besiktas and Istanbul Başakşehir were put to the test in their respective matches against Konyaspor and Sivasspor. But we begin with the matchup between Fenerbahce and Bursaspor. Let's see if the Yellow Canaries can keep pace with the rest of the top teams.
All right, Fenerbahce against Bursaspor. Early chance here, or early collision here. Eric, this one looks kind of nasty with Giuliano and
Harun Tekin.
Yeah.
Totally clattering, absolutely clattering Giuliano, who stays in the game. And then an opportunity here, but Volkan Demirel, the captain, bringing down Yusuf Erdogan. There was no foul called, but good case for a red there.
Yeah, last player. I mean, goal-scoring opportunity, and then Fenerbahce, 38th minute, chaos in the area. Atif Shashwe getting involved, but cleared off the line last seconds.
Yeah, Harun Tekin flapping at butterflies. He was beaten, and here's Soldado with an opportunity. Great skill to bring the ball down, control it, and then shoot with his left foot. Strong hand from Tekin once again.
And then just past the hour mark, how about this free kick opportunity by Matthew Valbuena? A man who was often confused for Eric Krakauer. This one kept out as well.
I've told you before, I'd like to think that I'm better looking.
Okay.
I'll tell you what was really good looking. This strike right here. Furkan Soyalp from distance, unstoppable.
Getting the assist from Pablo Batalla, Paul Battle, and it is 1-0 in favor of Bursaspor, but Fenerbahce stormed back with the equalizer.
Musa So scoring against his own team, an own goal, scoring for his former team, and then a mistake here from Volkan gives So a chance to redeem himself, but it's Volkan who redeems himself with a good parry.
And then the cards start to come here. TT straight red on the foul on Vincent Janssen, and then 90th minute, another chance for Fenerbahce, but kept out.
And it's that man, Harun Tekin, once again, number 2 for Turkey. But he wouldn't stop this one. Second bite of the cherry for Fernandão, and the big Brazilian puts it away. 3 points of Fenerbahce, still in the hunt for the title.
How big was that goal for Fernandão and Fenerbahce, as they are now on a 6-game winning streak after the victory over Bursaspor. Gençlerbirliği, they needed 3 points against Antalyaspor to have a chance of climbing out of the relegation zone. Header by Alexander Skekic is
always a difficult angle.
And then 10 minutes later, another chance for Gençlerbirliği. Skulitic with the shot.
Yeah, very good save by Ruud Buffon at the near post.
And then in the second half, Antalyaspor bursting through. Suleiman Dukara with the opening goal.
And it's been that man for Antalyaspor as of late. Feel bad for Gençlerbirliği. They pressed and pressed. They could not score. That pass from Yekta Kurtulus splitting the defenders, and Suleiman Dukara with pace and with skill. But look at this. At the end of the game, Florentin Pogba, brother of the more famous Paul Pogba, walking off the pitch, says he's injured, not endearing himself to his fans nor his teammates who want a word with him. He loses his cool. Everybody loses their cool. I don't think he'll be at the team next season.
Yeah, tough loss for the Capital Club. All right, the next team to pick up 3 points against Karabükspor, Konyaspor. Early chance here. Eto'o with the shot.
Yeah, but they made it hard on themselves. This an excellent save from Alexander Rybka. And then a penalty here. Anton Kravchenko brings down Morike Fofana. There is no doubt, and it's that man, Samuel Eto'o, came in January to save this club. He scores the winner. There would be another chance for Morike Fofana, but he'd smack a shot off the post.
So at the doctor, Nekmetin Şeholuglu and Karabük Konyaspor pick up a victory thanks to the man with back-to-back trouble, Samuel Eto'o. 1-0 the final for Konyaspor. Göztepe versus Yeni Malatyaspor at the Bornova Stadium in Izmir, and a great chance early on by Milos Kosanovic.
The ball ricochets after the set piece, lands at Kosanovic's feet, but he can't wrap his foot around the ball, and then not a save. The ball here hits the post. It's Issam Shabake with a thunder strike.
And then another chance here for Yeni Malatyaspor. Can't get it. It's Buyuk with the chance, and then this header by Eren Tojlu, and it would be 0-0.
Beto made it look easy, but that was a hard save to make.
So a massive win for Fenerbahce as they continue to keep pace with the leaders at the top of the Turkish Super League table. All right, on the other side here on the program, we'll take a look at Besiktas. They won a three-peat, but they need 3 points to stay on the podium and contend for a title. Meanwhile, Galatasaray, with a victory, can get one step closer to another Turkish Super League title. And, of course, we'll take a look at a team that is going to be in the Super League for next season, a recently promoted side. We'll keep that in suspense on the other side. But before we go to break, let's take a look at Ricardo Quaresma, Besiktas winger, having some fun playing some street ball in Istanbul. Thank you for joining us here on the Turkish Super League Highlight Show, Round 32 recap. Konyaspor took a trip to Istanbul to the Vodafone Arena to take on Besiktas.
Eric Krakauer, Besiktas trying to bounce back after that tough 2-0 loss at Galatasaray. And they look strong here 18 minutes in with Ricardo Quaresma. Took time off from playing in the streets to play on the pitch.
And he was so good against Galatasaray, trying to score here, as did Talisca. Fantastic free kick, but even more impressive, the two saves from Silvio Long Jr., first denying the Brazilian, and then Duško Tosić on the rebound.
And then just past the half-hour mark, opening goal, Duško Tosić for the Black Eagles.
And check out this cross from Ricardo Quaresma. We talk about street soccer. That is a beautiful Rabona. Take a look at that again. Oh. Exceptional skill from the Portuguese winger.
Always great to have some flair in the lineup. Ricardo Quaresma provides it for Besiktas. A chance for Konyaspor, excuse me, as Ryan Mendes running at the defense.
Shanks' shot had Deniz Turuş wide open on the right, and they would be punished for that miss. Adriano from distance. We've seen him do that before. He loves to cut inside from the left to the right so he can make use of his better right foot.
And then the cards, the red cards starting to come here after Duško Tosić fouling Umut Bulut.
The veteran gets away from the Serbian, and that's clearly a pull. Second yellow, 2 reds in 2 games for him, and the last chance of the game for Konyaspor came to the feet of Deniz Turuş, forcing a very good save from the Spaniard Fabri at the near post.
Besiktas win it 2-0. It is now 6 losses out of the last 7 for Konyaspor. All right. Alanyaspor versus Osmanlispor. Early chance. Great save by Eydar Yilmaz.
The curve on the ball in this free kick just brings it into Yilmaz's reach, but still a fine save.
And we continue on with the action in the first half as Alanyaspor, a man who usually scores or sets him up, scores. Emre, who's your Baba? Emre Akbaba.
And how about this through ball from Lucas Villafanes, beating all the defenders. And we know Akbaba has a fantastic left foot. And a man with a fantastic right foot here, Ceyhun Guljalam, with a rocket from downtown, unsavable.
Ooh, that was a great goal there by Ceyhun Guljalam. And then Alanyaspor looking for the game winner. Akbaba with a chance, Efkan Karaca with a chance as well, but 1-1 is the result between Alanyaspor and Osmanlispor as Başakşehir taking on Sivasspor. Başakşehir Fatih Terim Stadium. Early chance here, Irfan Kahveci with the shot.
Good save from Ali Saval Vural. Was at one time the 3rd string keeper, now very much the number 1, but he could not stop this one. Riyad Bajic, the pass is from Elero Elia.
Great finish there by Bajic as Istanbul Başakşehir coming into this match, 5 wins in their last 6, finishing the season strong. Not the best of chances here, but Eni Vizca missing it. You can't blame him. He's had a great season. And then Marcio Mosoro with the foul.
2 yellows in a row in 2 consecutive minutes, and this would be the downfall of Başakşehir because it would let Sivasspor back into the game. 2 opportunities here in a row fall to Robinho, just misses wide there, and then from distance, smacks it just over the goal. But Sivasspor would score, and this would be tragedy for Besiktas here. It's Robinho again with a cross, and then Volkan Babakan tries to slap the ball out, but instead it hits the post and goes in.
Yes, clearly a goal for Sivasspor. 1-1 the result. Besiktas here with more frustration. Arda Turan puts his hands on the assistant, pushes him, and you know that's straight red.
Yeah, not a good look for Besiktas here. They may have just conceded the title.
And that was a huge points, 2 points loss for Besiktas. This match had a lot of goals. Trabzonspor versus Kasımpaşa, 11 minutes in. Kasımpaşa with the go-ahead goal, of the early goal thanks to Bayeziyanye.
Just slipping away from the center backs. He's been so good this season since coming into the team in January. Filip Novak here, though, ties it up. That's his second in 3 games. Good finish. The assist man, Burak Yilmaz.
Between Novak and Yusuf Yazici, they play some attractive football, Trabzonspor. But they give up a goal here to Kasımpaşa, and it's Trezeguet with the goal.
Pouncing on the rebound after the deflected free kick from Bernard Mensah. And then the score would turn into Provider, feeding the man who took that free kick. Mensah, trailing run, putting it away.
Kasımpaşa up 3-1 at halftime. Mahmoud Ahmed Ibrahim Hassan, the Egyptian, going to the World Cup for the Pharaohs with the assist. What a player he is. One of the top goal scorers in the league as well. So we go to the second half, and the goals, well, they continue to pour in. Filip Novak there.
And there's some complaints because Juraj Kuška, which you'll see in the replay, fouls Veysel Sadi. It's not called. Play continues, and then an absolute stunner of a golazo from Trezeguet, who had himself the kind of game that most players only dream of, into the corner.
Has he been watching film of Ricardo Quaresma? Because that was a great goal there by Trezeguet, and then it's about to be 5 thanks to Diagne.
3 assists and 2 goals for the Egyptian.
Let's take a quick break from the action from round 32 in the Turkish top flight to talk about a team that will be in the Turkish top flight next season. The second division champions this season, Rizespor.
Party time in the city of Rize as Rizespor winning the second division title to move up to the Super League for next season. They certainly had a great run.
Not the most difficult Turkish club name to pronounce, I think, unless we're butchering it now. The top scoring outfit in the first league. Let's hope they bring the goals with them to the Super League. Fantastic scenes.
Yeah, they will be the second team representing the Black Sea coast in the Turkish top flight. Obviously, the other one being Trabzonspor. But good times for Çaykur Rizespor Kulübü, as they will be heading to the Turkish top flight, the Turkish Super League.
And teams that get promoted into the Super League don't usually become the whipping boys. Just take a look at Göztepe and Malatyaspor. The club here founded in 1953. First promoted to the Turkish football top flight in the 78-79 season.
Yeah, they went down to the second division after the 2016-2017 season, bounced back up, right? And after one chance, after one season. So congratulations to Çaykur Rizespor Kulübü for their promotion and second division title. Well, it is time for a quick break here on the program, and when we return, Galatasaray, 3 points essential to stay at the very tip top and get closer to Turkish Super League title number 21. We'll have much more after the break here on the Turkish Super League Highlight Show.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Turkish Super League Highlight Show Round 32 recap. All right, Galatasaray had a tough road trip as they took on Akhisarspor.
Revenge on the mind of Galatasaray. Remember, it was Akhisarspor that eliminated the Lions in the Turkish Cup in that 2-leg affair in the semifinals. Galatasaray opened the scoring 15 minutes in. The Lions roar thanks to Gary Rodriguez.
Drawing blood early, not wanting this title to get away from them. Gary Rodriguez on the end of a perfect cross, but look at the run from Sofian Feghouli, attacking that half space and a millimetric pass. It's easy from that distance. It would be Gary Rodriguez involved once again. Quick counterattack from Galatasaray, and with Akizar backpedaling, Rodriguez carves him up, doesn't need his teammates, puts it away past Fatih Öztürk.
And Gary Rodriguez silencing, shocking, stunning the crowd at the Sport Toto Akhisar Stadium as 2 goals in 3 minutes, and they're up 2-0.
Just doing this all season, but recently more effective than in the beginning of the year. Over here, opportunity for Onur Aik. The pass is from Mugdat Çelik, but Serdar Aziz does just enough to put him off his shot. And then Muslera pushing Evgen Seleznyov. A soft penalty, but a penalty nonetheless as the Ukrainian pounces on that loose ball.
Yeah, Seleznyov was the man who essentially eliminated Galatasaray by himself in those 2 legs of the Turkish Cup semifinal. But Soner Odogdu dogging that penalty, missing it. And Akhisarspor still trailing 2-0. Right before halftime, Rodriguez almost getting a hat trick denied by the crossbar.
Seeing Öztürk off his line, tries to place the ball past him, denied by the corner of the woodwork.
And a tough break for Galatasaray, but they're up 2-0 at halftime. Akhisarspor respond, a lucky bounce there for the home side.
Good near post run from Seleznyov. The pass is from Barbosa, and then it's Aziz who puts it into the back of his own net. Mugdat Çelik here with a heavy touch. Muslera quick off the line, preventing a very good opportunity for Akizar.
And then late in the match, second half stoppage time, Galatasaray, Elder Barbosa fouling Martin Lines. So you figure the goal Kraley's gonna bury it, right? No, he doesn't, he missed it. But 2-1 is the final for Galatasaray. They pick up those big 3 points on the road. And Eric, we see the results from Hafta 32, round 32. What stands out for you?
Well, it's gotta be Kasimpas's trouncing of Trabzonspor. It really sticks out. And by dropping points at home, Başakşehir may have kissed the title challenge goodbye. Cooler heads certainly not prevailing in that game with 2 red cards, one for Mossoró and one for Arda Turan.
And also Gençler Birliği, we talk about the bottom of the table in the relegation. The Ankara side losing at home and also losing their cool with Fronten Pogba coming off the pitch there. And then, of course, Besiktas picking up that victory at home against the tough Kayserispor side was important.
And if you look at those 2 teams at the bottom, Göztepe and Yeni Malatyaspor, proving that teams that are promoted can do very well in the Super League.
Yeah, both of them will be up in the Turkish Super League for next season. All right, the distance or the points between first and fourth, 4 points.
Yeah, Galatasaray heavy favorites now, but Fenerbahce should get a win next week at Karabukspor, so expect them to keep challenging until the very last game at home against Konyaspor, who will be fighting for their lives.
Yeah, depending on the results from round 33, that round will be an elimination round in terms of who will win the championship and who will go to the Champions League as well. Bottom 3, the 2 Ankara sides, Osmanlispor and Gençler Birliği, they're in big trouble.
With a loss at home to Antalyaspor, only a miracle will keep Gençler Birliği in the top flight. Osmanlispor, their Ankara neighbors, also in trouble. They will fight it out with Konyaspor. Very tough remaining schedule and matches for both teams. Their fates will probably be decided by just 1 point.
40 points is going to be the cutoff for relegation this season. And we look at the goal Kraley. Bafetimbi Gomis missed a penalty kick to go to 28, but he's still on top ahead of Burak Yilmaz and Adis Yahovic, who's trying to get to 20 goals as well.
Yeah, the Frenchman has had this wrapped up for a couple of weeks, but his missed penalties in back-to-back games preventing him from further distancing himself from the rest. And what's happened to Burak Yilmaz losing his scoring boots, although he did get an assist this weekend in that heavy defeat to Kasimpasa.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't score with all the goals in that match. But Burak Yilmaz, the highest scoring Turkish player in the Turkish top flight. All right, let's go to the top 3 saves and Beto in that scoreless draw against Yeni Malatyaspor.
Incredible that the Portuguese goalkeeper holds on to this ball, makes it look much easier than it actually was.
Number 2, it is going to be Harun Tekin of Bursaspor denying Fenerbahce.
And how fantastic was he in this game? really preventing Fenerbahce from scoring until the very end of the game.
And Fenerbahce winning it just 2-1. And then how about this one? Silvio Lung Jr. of Kayserispor double save to deny Besiktas.
Denying Talisca at first, and then on the rebound, Dusko Tosic, who would later be sent off.
So those were the top saves. Time for the 3 Harika goals of the round. Adriano Besiktas in that victory over Kayserispor.
Not quite as good as the first one he scored this season, but this is what the Brazilian does when he cuts inside from that left side of the field.
Great right-footed strike there for sure by Adriano. All right, this one is very Ricardo Quaresma-like. Trezeguet for Kasim Pasha.
Trivela shot into the corner. Fantastic goal.
How do you call it? Trivela?
Trivela.
Okay, I have to remember that. Trivela, Kasim Pasha's Trezeguet. And then, oh, Bursaspor's lone goal in that loss to Fenerbahce.
Golazo from Soyal. Unsavable.
Great goal there. That is the #1 goal of round 32. We look at the best 11, 3 in the back for round 32.
Yeah, Gary Rodriguez on the left-hand side, ending the season in fantastic form, dishing and finishing. And Trezeguet, 2 goals, 3 assists versus Trabzonspor, a guy I cannot wait to see in the World Cup. And of course, Fernandão keeping Fenerbahce very much in the title chase until the very end.
And we look at the upcoming matches, round 33 here on beIN Sports on Friday. It starts with Antalyaspor hosting Istanbul Başakşehir on beIN Sports. And also beIN Sports Connect Channel 4 for English. And then Galatasaray against Yeni Malatyaspor on Saturday. Prime time encore presentation at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. And then Osmanlispor needing a victory in Ankara against Besiktas.
All coming down to the very end. Best end to a league anywhere.
Certainly some exciting football in round 32. We still don't know who the champion is, but we might have it figured out when round 33 comes around. And of course, we'll have it for you here on beIN Sports. All right, a show that's fabulous every day, Monday through Friday night. It is The Extra, 7 p.m. in the East, 4 p.m. in the West, with special features and so much more. You don't want to miss The Extra, Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. And then after The Extra, on Monday nights and Friday nights, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 4:30 p.m. Pacific, it is The Locker Room, the best football debate show on the earth. If aliens are talking about football and debating it, they are watching The Locker Room. I'm George DiMattelis, and thank you for watching this presentation of the Turkish Super League Highlight Show Round 32 Recap. Barış.